Alright, hello, and this is the help for the easiest lesson of the year, MathXL 8-5. So, I am black, that was a joke. Oh, I just said I'm black. I meant ink is what I was talking about. I want to be blue. Okay, and question number 1. 7% of 300. Now, if you recognize that this is something just like what we've done before, that's great, because you can just convert the percent to a decimal and multiply, and that will give you the same answer. However, for today's lesson, we're going to be able to use a percent proportion for every question we see. And I want to get you comfortable with that, so that's what I'm going to use to solve this. Remember, the percent, whatever the percent is going to go there, whatever's with of is going to go right here. So looking at this, there's a 7% which is going to go here of 300. Oh, okay, so the 300 is going to go here, which means the variable x is going to go right there. Now I can just, now that my proportion is set up, I can just cross multiply and solve. 100 times x is 100x. 300 times 7. Well, think of it this way, in case you struggle with multiplying times 100 or 10 or 1,000 or whatever. 7 times 3 is 21. And you have 2 zeros at the end, and those 2 zeros can go there. Therefore, 7 times 300 is 2,100. Now, I need to get x by itself, so I'm going to divide by 100. I'm going to divide by 100, cross out the twins, x equals that division problem. Here's the good news. 2 zeros at the end, 2 zeros at the end, you can eliminate those. 21 divided by 1 is that. Does that make sense? 21? Well, actually it does, because all of you should know that 7% of 100 is 7. And if you do that 3 times, 100%, 200%, 300%, 7 times 3 is 21. So watch. Boom. That answer is correct. We have 11 questions to go. What is 14% of 600? Same type of question. Here's my percent proportion. Here's my 100. There's my percent right here. There's my of right here. There's my x. X times 100 is 100x. 600 times 14 is, I have no idea. It's going to be 8400, 8,400. So when I divide by 100 to get x by itself, same thing. 84 is my answer. Not too bad. If I'm going too fast in the video, you can always stop it at your convenience. Or you can even slow the speed down since I'm putting this through YouTube. Oh, what if the internet just stopped working right now? Wouldn't that be fantastic? Please don't. You guys are... No, I'm not going to make fun of a student on a video. As much as I want to. So my internet works. Why isn't this working? Let me hit refresh, see if that helps. Go to question 3. Okay, here we go. 38% of 266. You can set up a proportion if you want. I'm actually going to do the shortcut. I'm comfortable enough with percents that I know if I need to find the percent of a number, I can just convert the percent to a decimal and multiply. Okay? 8 times 6 is 48, put a 4 here. 8 times 6 is 48 plus 4 is 52. 8 times 2 is 16 plus 5 is 21. 6 times 3 is 18, put a 1 here. 18, 9, put a 1 here. 7, add 8, 3, 1, because that's a 1. 1, 10, 2 numbers after the decimal. I think it's 101.38. Does that sound right? Yeah, it does. 101.38. Enter. Oh my God, missed it. So let me do the percent proportion. Actually, I don't want to do that way. So we do my multiplication one more time. 8, 4, 48, 52. Whoops. I hate it when that happens. 48, 52, 21. 6 answer is 18, 18, 19, 6, 7. Let's try this again. 8, 0, 9, 10, 11, 7, 8, 9, 10. Two numbers after the decimal. 101.08. Ah, maybe that's my mistake. 101.08. Enter. Okay, good. Number 4. I got 15 minutes. This is going to be cutting it close. 78% of 30. Take 30 times 0.78. 0, 24, 0, 21. Add 0, 4, 3, 2. And then two numbers after the decimal. That's 23.4. You can also set up a proportion. If you set up a proportion, it would look like 78% of 30, and you would solve it like that. 100 times x. Notice how you would still have to multiply 30 times 78, which would give you this with a 0. And then when you divide by 100, you would move the decimal. It would just involve you taking a decimal, moving it back 2 places to get 23.4, which is what I think the answer is. So either way you do it, if you do it right, it's going to give you the same answer. Bless you. Okay, what percent? Oh, you can't convert this to a decimal and multiply because this is not that type of question. They don't give you a percent. You have to find it. So when I set up my proportion, the percent that I'm finding, since I'm finding the percent, I don't know it, I don't have it, that's my variable. There's my of right there. And then I'm going to put 71 right there. And now I can just cross multiply and divide. So 71 times 100 is 7100 equals 284 times x, which is 284x. I divide both sides by 284. And when I do that, what is the answer? I have no idea. I'm going to have to actually do it. 7,100 there, 284 there. I even need to go skinnier, okay? 284 goes into 710. It's going to be really close to 3. 2, 1, 5, 2, 752, that's too much. So it's going to be 2. 2 times. And then I go 8, 6, 5. And then subtract, that's 2. That becomes 10 minus 6 is 4, 6 minus 5. Let me double check that. Yeah, that's right. Bring down the 0. That goes into that. I think it's 5 times exactly. I hope it's 5 times exactly. 0, 2, 42, 4, 10, 14. Okay, perfect. It is. So that's 25%. Let me double check if that's right. No, because I put an apostrophe on accident. So I still think it's 25%. I just put it in wrong. Boop, boop, enter, and it is 25%. Yay. Okay. Next, number 6, almost halfway done. What percent of 32 is 8? A lot of you who are good at math, you can probably do this in your head, because if you simplify this fraction, you're going to get 1/4. And all of you should know, well, most of you should know what 1/4 is as a percent. And in case you don't, if you can't do that in your head, guess what? It's fine. You just set up a proportion. What percent? That's what we're finding. That's where my variable goes. Of 32, so that's going to go right here. My 8's going to go here. 8 times 100 is 800. 32 times x is 32x. Divide both sides by 32. And 32 is going to go into 800. It's going to go into 80 twice. And 32 is going to go into 160 exactly 5 times. You can do the math if you don't trust me, that's fine. And the answer is 25%. Because that is what 1/4 of something is. 1/4 is a quarter of something, that's 25%. That is the answer. Next question. What percent of 280 is 133? Well, I have no idea. So there's my of. What percent? Let me go and put the 100 there. The 133 goes here. Now, a lot of you, if you understand percents, we talked about this a few days ago. Half of 280 is 140. And since that's half, that's 50%. So since my answer is 133, it's just a little bit smaller than 140. I think my answer is going to be around 47%. I think it's going to be between 45 and 49%. So I'm looking for an answer, and if I get something that's 40 something, I'm almost 100% sure it's going to be right. And I just erased my proportion because I'm a moron. So let me put it back up. There of 280, there's my x, there's my 133, multiply 13300 equals 280x. I got those numbers, bless you. 280 times x, and that times that. Divide by 280. Since that ends with a 0, I'm going to get rid of the zeros at the end just to make it a little bit smaller and easier to work with. I'm going to do my math. Let me put that over here. I'm going to do my math right here. Top number, when you divide, is going to go under the roof. 28 will not fit into 13. It will fit into 133. How many times? I have no idea. That's a little bit too much, so it's going to be 4. 28 times 4 is going to be 1911. That. That's going to give me that. 28 goes into 210. 7? I have no idea. 14, 196. Yeah, that's actually the right number. That's actually what we thought it would be, but there's going to be another decimal with it. So when I subtract, that's going to give me 14. Add a 0, bring it down. And I'm going to guess this is going to be 5 just because it ends with a 0. 0. 8 times 5 is 40. 10. 14. So it's 40. So we were really close. Not 47%. 47.5%. I don't even have to double check it because that's almost exactly what we were thinking. I'm going to hit enter. It's going to be right. All right, next question. Next. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I got 10 minutes to do 5 problems. That's not even enough time. Oh well. What percent of 96 is 36? Well, set this up. I'm going to have to go a little bit faster than I prefer. I'm going to multiply. I'm going to cross multiply. And then when I divide, it's going to be this divided by 96. I'm going to guess 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 27, 28. And then when I subtract, I get 12, 72. And then this one, oh, it's not the one I wanted. 6, 3, 54, 55, 56, 7, 2, 4, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67. I might be going in the wrong direction here. So, 28, that's 480. Decimal, decimal, 0. Let me try times 5 again. 0, 45. Are you serious? Hmm. 470. Give me a remainder of 10. There's no way this question is this long. 10. Add a 0. Add a 0. I think I messed up. I have no idea. But I don't have time to spend on this. Huh. did mess up. And where I messed up, how did I mess up? That's a 96, is that right? Yeah, I messed up. 2, let me do this again. 96 times 7. 2, 4, 9 times 7, 63, 64, 65, 67. That's right. 96 times 3, 27, 28. That's right. 12, that has to be right. 20, 28, 48. That's it. Am I not doing 96 times 5 correctly? 9 times 45, 46, 40. Oh, okay. That's where I messed up. I wasn't doing that correctly. It is actually equal to 480. So when I multiply that, that's no remainder. So the answer is 37.5. I just was off by 10. 37.5. I did not need to spend that much time on that. Okay. Next. 9, 10, 11, 12. 4 questions left. What percent of that is that? Yuck. This is going to be a really small number. 100. Of is right there. 201 is there. So it's going to be 2680x equaling 20100. Man, I should not have given you this one. Divide by that. So it's going to be 2680 with this. Under, let me get rid of the 0, get rid of the 0. It's a little bit easier to work with. I'm going to guess 5, 10, 7, 7, 6. So that you just have to guess and check. It's going to take time. 7 times 6 is 42 plus 5 is 47. 14, 18. Oh, it's going to be really close. Yeah, I think that's it. So, put a 7 here, put an 1876 here, subtract, that's going to give me 134. I'm sorry I'm not showing you the work. Decimal, decimal, 0, bring it down. Please be 5 so that I can be done with this. I'm guessing 34, 3, 10, 13, and it is, which is great news because that means we're done with that. 7.5, enter. A lot of work on these. Can you imagine not having video help? If you can do this without any video help, that's very impressive. Jeb earns $8 per hour. He gets a raise of that. How much is the raise? Well, what's 3.5% of 8? All we got to do is convert that to a decimal and multiply times 8. It's going to give us our number. 24,802. 3 decimals. That's a 28-cent raise. Let's see if it's right. 0.28, enter. And it is fantastic. I think that means we have 2 left. Yep, 2 left. We're going to finish in enough time. On a local sports team, 20% of 50 players are left-handed. How many left-handed players are on the team? Well, this is actually, I think we can do this just using percent logic, okay? 20% of 50. No. Yeah, I mean, I guess you can. 10% of 50 means you move the decimal back once to get 5. So 20% is double, so double 5 and you're going to get 10. The answer is 10. But you can also do it this way. Of 50. They don't know, oh, they tell you 20 here. So you can take this times this to get 10, 0, 0 equals 100 x. And when you divide by 100, stop tapping, that's going to give you, take away 2 zeros, that's 10 over 1, which is 10, like we said. Okay, last question. It's already finished. Raise your hand if you finished. Impressive. There were 675 people for a rock concert. Only this many got into the concert. Select the percent of people in line that did not get into the concert. If you had to guess, so since this many people got into the concert, you should automatically know that's over 50% that got in. So what percent did not get in? Way too high, way too high. It's either going to be B or D. Stop moving around, please. It's either going to be B or D. So, let me go ahead and just finish setting this up. What percent? Oh, actually, you convert that to a percent. So to convert a fraction to a percent, really just divide. We actually did that, I think. How do you convert a fraction to a percent? This many got into the concert. So what is that as a percent? That is not something I want to divide, to be honest with you. That's okay. So top number under the roof. So I can't do that. I'm going to go decimal, decimal, 0. Now that is going to be, I'm going to guess 7. 5, 3, 49, 50, 51, 52. 42 plus 5 is 47. Yeah, that's going to be perfect. So subtract. That's a 10, that's a 5, that's a 5, that's a 3, that's a 1. It's 135 is my remainder. And then I'm going to add another 0 here. And I'm going to guess this. And that's going to be wrong. I'm going to guess this. 0, 2, 28, 0, 3, 27. That's way too much, Heath. Way too much. It's going to be 2, isn't it? 0, 1, 14, 15, 1, 12, 13. It's exactly 0.72. But as a percent, in this case, I would need to move the decimal over. And the answer is 72%. Now notice, I don't see 72. Actually, I do see 72% as my answer. It's right here. And the answer is not 72%. This is a trick question. They do help you because they put this in bold. 72% got into the concert, which means what percent did not get into the concert? 28% did not get into the concert. 72% did. The question is not asking how many did, it's how many did not. And that answer is 28%. I'm going to check it. It's going to be right. And I'm done. So I hope that was helpful. And I hope you're having or had a good weekend. And I'm going to stop the recording. Now watch me find out that I never started the recording in the first place. Wouldn't that suck?